Everybody, it's Dino, and you are listening to Horizontal Pinstripes. As always, I'm joined by Stat Boy Mitch. Take the snake, and we are in the den. People, we have a dry well problem in the New York Yankees. What are we going to do? I think Wells, well, statistically, he's shown to be the worst catcher in the major leagues right now. I believe he's mentally checked out. Jake, what do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of like one of those things where if I'm, it's 18:30 and I'm going out to the well to get some water and it's summertime, I'm sitting in that bucket. I'm not getting a whole lot out of that bucket.
Well, you're getting a lot of dust right now.
Pretty much.
And it might be time to pick up the homestead and move on out.
Yeah, move to the,
Do you think his time in New York is drawn to a close?
He's approaching, man, because I think, like you said, he's getting to that point where someone struggles for so long with such little success in a 2-month span now, and you start to mentally hit this wall. No matter what you do, you're just in this rut mentally, and that's a bad place to be in.
You said he was at, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs?
He's still, since we last talked, 3 home runs, 5 RBIs, and now he's batting $165.
Okay, so let me just interrupt. 3 weeks ago, you were clean shaven. I noticed that, and I think you had said something. Wells had maybe hit a home run, so that gave him 3. So you're talking like his stats really have not moved for 3 weeks
At all.
I mean, I can see your back hair growth. So I things are happening. Well, here's a question for you. We've got 2 catchers who are largely unplayable.
Mm-hmm.
What do we do? I mean, is there anything out there, Jake? Do we have anything? I mean, like I said, I threw this at you a few weeks ago, and you brought up Ryan Jeffers from the Twins. Again, a horizontal pinstripes nugget that had everybody. Nobody had that. And then all of a sudden, everybody had it. Well, you had it. So what do you got now?
Yeah, so real quick.
Eddie Sanguillen, I heard, is not available.
No, sadly not. But when it comes to Jeffers,
Jerry Grody?
Oh my goodness.
Maybe Scott Brocious?
Russell Brandon?
Russell Brandon. That's it. I'm mixing
I knew.
That's what I was trying to do.
All right, so what do you got?
So when it comes to Jeffers, as some listeners know,
what else you got? Because Jeffers is
he's hurt.
Yeah, he's hurt
till July.
Yeah, he's hurt.
That was it. That was my point. He won't be back till July or so.
So you found nobody else. So you're
There's
completely
2 guys, but I don't know if they're great fits. So there's the catcher of the Diamondbacks, Gabriel Moreno. He has a couple years of control, so if the Yankees swing a move for him, it's like 3, I believe.
Floats around 260, 270, so...
Does he have any pop?
Let's see.
All right, here we go.
And not really.
Okay.
But he does.
Defensively, how is he?
Okay, so when it comes to Gabriel Moreno, as I mentioned, let's just start off with defense, right?
Sure.
Keep it simple. When you pull up StatCast, it loves him defensively.
Good.
So blocks above average, he's at 72 out of 100. His framing's also 72 out of 100. And so he's like pretty solid all around. His pop time is pretty nice as well.
So let me ask you a question. You send down the bucket. What are you pulling up from the well if we have this guy? Is there any water in there?
I think more than Wells. Like, honestly, you could pull a fan out of stands and get more than Wells. But so currently, Gabriel is batting .253 right now. He's not a big power bat. Most catchers...
But we don't need...
Exactly.
No.
So he can give you solid at-bats. He's not going to be a world beater and move the needle a ton, but he's going to give you decent and solid at-bats, and he's going to, as I mentioned, he has a stud behind the plate as well.
Well, look at the last 4 years that he's been in the league. Granted, a lot of it was a sample size. I mean, 300 at-bats. 284, 266, and 285.
Okay, so is he starting now?
He's starting, yeah.
So is there a chance we could get him? Or
I think there's a chance because the Diamondbacks are one of those middling teams that's kind of there.
Okay.
And if they choose to spin off a couple pieces, which in my opinion they should, because they're not going to do anything this year, especially in their division.
Okay.
Spin him off. He's got some years of control, as I said. They could get something for him.
Who else you got?
Like the Yankees.
Yeah, I like him as an option.
Only thing is, it's 3 years of control. It makes me hesitant the Yankees will make that move.
All right, who else you got?
So, the next catcher I have in mind is the starting catcher of the Cincinnati Reds that goes by Tyler Stevenson.
He's often injured. I know that.
Tyler Stevenson is a guy that he's been a starter for them the past couple years. And he brings also a decent bat. Again, same thing. He's not a world beater. I think his bat's probably not as complete as Moreno's. What he makes it an easier get, he has 1 year control and are paying him like roughly $6 million this year.
Okay.
So that would be an easier trade to make with them. Obviously, this would revolve around the Reds and how they do from now to the trade deadline.
Yeah, he's had a rough batting average over the past 3 years.
All right, I get Stevenson. Okay, cool, Jake. But what about defensively?
So when we pull up his defensive metrics, he's not quite as much of a standout when it comes to Moreno.
So basically, he's a Martha Stewart in a Cincinnati Reds uniform.
Guess you could say that, He's blocks above average. He's a 98 out of 100, so he's a wall back there.
Okay.
His framing is trash. He's at an which is a potential avenue, but that is one thing they love about Wells. That's one of the few things he still has currently going for him is the framing. Hop time is also not to be loved either. It's 23 out of 100. It's 1.99 seconds. So he's so behind the plate. I don't know if this is really a move either. The thing is I was scouring over the league.
It's a possible move, though.
Well, I like the thought. So I think what we should do is I honestly don't think we're going to go out of the organization until after the All-Star break, because that's when teams are going to start going, hey, we're not going anywhere. Yeah. Or, hey, we've got this young guy coming up. Yeah. Let's move what we have. And then I think we'll see some pieces moving. But here's a thought I have. We've got two catchers who kind of basically are unplayable. They don't offer competitive at-bats. They're very one-dimensional in that they're almost interchangeable. I'm sorry, they just are. I like Esquera. I really do. I like Wells.
I do too.
I tried hard to like Wells. But when you see so much in terms of he could be doing this, he could be doing that, if he's not hitting home runs like he came up to do and to catch and do that well, and he is doing that well, but he can't do the little things to even move runners.
Well, he's not a clutch bat.
No.
He's not a bat.
He's not a bat.
Exactly.
You might as well give the guy like a pogo stick.
So, with that point...
So, here's what I'm saying. What if we took Wells and Esquera and sent them down to AAA, both of them, and then brought up Ali Sanchez and Peyton Henry?
So you think like a little mental reset, send them down to the complex?
I think a mental reset is... short of putting paddles on Wells and giving him a little zap to do and see what he can do, I think bringing up Ali Sanchez and Peyton Henry, both of these guys were fairly high prospects. One in the Mets organization, one in the Brewers organization.
Ali is with Scranton right now. He's batting 267.
Well, that's why we would call him up, because he's in Scranton.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, he's batting 267 currently. Not bad at all for a catcher.
That's 100 points higher than ours.
Exactly.
Even if you were to, like, go below that expected when he comes into the big leagues, I'm sorry, he's going to probably do...
He's probably going to do better because he's going to be hungry.
I agree.
I don't mind the take at all.
I think it's something that the Yankees should look at if they're not going to move until after the All-Star break. And I think if it does bring a positive, maybe it does bring a reset.
Peyton, to him. Real quick, Peyton, 259. Okay, for a catcher, not terrible. It's better than Austin Wells. These guys aren't hitting against major league pitching, but at the same time, they have potential, and I think they're hungry.
I just don't see Wells as being in the proper mindset to even offer an at-bat. I think he looks defeated when he's up at the plate.
He looks depressed.
He does. And I'm almost thinking, maybe he needs to put on Judge's pants.
Yeah,
and see how he does. But here's another problem. Judge is whiffing up a storm.
He is.
So what's going on there?
I compared it to something. I won't mention it.
Brandon.
Here comes the Brandon thing again. Jesus Christmas. Anyways, no. So he seems to be. He's still Judge. He's still Judge, but he seems to be declining a little bit as far as the average.
How old is he?
He's 34.
Just turned 34, right?
Just turned 34. You got Ben Rice on his heels with the lead as far as home runs.
I understand that. But I want to know, if he is declining, and I'm maybe kind of agreeing with you a little bit. What's his metrics look like?
Yeah, so I mean, his stats you see when you turn on Yes, you put the game on, they're showing up your lineup for today. He is batting .256 right now.
That's low.
Yep. He's got 16 home runs, as Mitch said. He's still hitting the home runs like he usually does.
He's still Judge.
But the results just aren't there right now, and the eye test just says it alone. So as I compare it to the past 3 years within this Barry Bonds-like window, where he's batting like .330, like video game numbers, he's got off to real slow starts of those 3 years. Up until May, he really didn't turn that page and get going. What's weird to me is we're all but on the doorsteps of June, and he's still struggling.
It reminds me of Mark Teixeira in 2009, where in April, he was trash after we signed him to that mega contract, right? So A-Rod comes back, Teixeira turns it on, and then by season's end, he's the league leader in home runs and has like a freaking 290 average.
Yes, which is a great segue, Mitch, to this point I'm about to bring up. Slow start or not, Teixeira got it going, and he had a great year by year's end. Judge can still do the same, because if we pull up his underlying metrics, his expected batting average thus is not .330, .276, which is more Judge-like, because I feel like his mean would be .270, .260 to .290 range. His hard hit percentage, average exit velocity, is 100 out of 100. His barrel percentage is 99 out of 100. His hard hit percentage is 97 out of 100.
So those numbers, are they still considered elite?
Oh, he's crushing it. He's crushing it. He's elite. 1%er. Elite.
So that would be an indication that no, he's not declining. Maybe he's just a little unlucky.
Yes, he's still getting his walks as well. It's 96 out of 100.
Yes, he is.
So if someone's aging, you're not going to see the hard hit metrics and the barrel percentage and etc.
Good point. Okay, I got another question then for you. Judge has been Judge. Mitch saying that. I agree. I thought maybe he is declining. You obviously reset me on that because now I'm thinking, well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else. Are pitchers figuring things out, or is the ABS having an effect on Judge?
That's a really good question.
Well, all right, so let me bring up something. So Judge made a challenge, and this is very important because this goes back to a lot of Aaron Boone arguments with umpires. Constantly, years, would argue with umpires about his strike zone. Judge made a challenge, and then it led to a Ryan McMahon home run in Game 1 against the Blue Jays.
Okay.
I mean, he's still just a brilliant ball player.
Challenges more often.
Yes.
No,
yes.
What I'm asking is ABS affecting him? Not making.
I don't think so.
He's not using it at all.
He's not using it. He did use it the other night, and he literally walked down to first base when it was obvious he thought that he beat the guy. He did.
The glasses fell down, and freaking Snoop Dogg started playing.
My question is, or my point is, there's a whiff rate that's high. He's on pace for 211 strikeouts this year.
He can't hit a slider.
He used to hit the slider.
He used to.
What's the problem?
I think it's a Judge thing, to be honest, because in the past, they always, you can also, like you asked, is it a pitcher thing? Have they figured him out? I don't think they figured him out because the book's been out on him since he came up in the league.
Exactly.
Throw the low and away slider he's going to chase. And ever since that 3-year window where he's Bonds, like, he took and spit on that slider consistently. I think that's one of the things that allowed him to dominate.
So that gives me a point.
He's now chasing.
That makes me think of something. Last week we talked about that the lineup is just 3 deep. He's pressing. He's trying to make something happen because he realizes how important he is in that lineup. He's an important piece in any lineup, but in this lineup, with only 3 guys that are really dependable guys, possibly 4 coming on the way, we've got 3 guys. I got to hit everything. I got to take the ball out of the park. Well, when you have that kind of mindset, I think you have a tendency to bite at things that maybe you would otherwise not.
He's putting too much pressure on himself, I think. I really do believe that. Look, you got guys that are starting to improve.
Yeah.
We have Goldie that, he shows up. He barely plays.
No, that's fine.
He had 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 home run.
He's solid.
Belly, 2 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 home run. And here comes the broken record. Jazz. He's improving.
Well, Jazz is somebody
2 hits, 2 RBIs, 1 home run.
Jazz is somebody who I've dumped on Jazz, but I think Jazz is finally realizing something that I wish Wells could. Is, hey, look, I'm an all or nothing kind of a guy right now, and that's just not my game.
I think somebody said something.
I need to start moving runners. I need to start dropping bunts. I need to start playing small ball to help my team.
I think, and like you said, I think somebody said something to him.
And I'll ask you something else, Mitch. I mean, if you've got a guy who has a world of talent, and he does,
yes,
and he's swinging from his heels, trying to knock a ball into the monuments, and it's not working. I mean, you can go one of two ways. You're either going to continue to fail, or, you know what, you pull back and you look at it and go, I'm not helping the team in my present state. If I go back to just putting the ball in play, maybe I only hit 20 home runs. Is that going to hurt the Yankees?
No.
No.
It's not.
It's going to help them. Mm-hmm. We don't need a guy to hit 50. We don't need a guy to hit 30. We need a guy to make consistent contact to lengthen that lineup.
I need a Chuck Knobloch kind of guy. Where, look, yes, okay, smack a couple home runs, fine. But in certain situations, sweet Christmas, put the ball in play.
And it seems like he is. Mm-hmm. It's just going back to Wells. Mm-hmm. Wells gets up, takes a pitch at strike. Now he's already defeated because he's got 2 strikes.
Now he's chasing.
And he's chasing. Always. All right, so Friday, we're at Thursday now, but Friday we got big news.
Special day.
Yes.
So what do you think from Mr. Cole?
Well, real quick, what do we think about Rodon tonight before we move on to Cole? What do we think about Rodon? How is he going to do?
I expect improvement. It's a tough lineup.
It is.
But I do expect him to rise up to the occasion, so that might actually be a good thing.
Yeah. I agree. I'm really rooting for Rodon, man. Like, the first year was an absolute dumpster fire, but I do think he likes being a Yankee. So hopefully he turns it around.
I'm not worried about him. He'll be fine. It's just a matter of, like Ron saying last episode, he's just got to work his way back. So I think he'll be fine no matter
that.
Let's
talk Cole.
So back to Cole now. It's exciting, in my opinion. We've got our guy back. I have a Garrett Cole jersey, and I feel like I can actually wear it again, which is kind of cool.
Right.
So that's fun. And
is that your home or away?
Oh, it's home jersey.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I will not buy a away jersey, even if they end up wearing the new ones. Anyway, so Cole's coming back. Big plus to the rotation, whether we had Fried back or not. In general, getting Cole was amazing. Expect maybe a potential slow start. I don't know. Garrett Cole defies the odds. Is kind of what he does, and he's done that so far in his rehab and the recovery process from Tommy John. So it wouldn't shock me he comes in and throws 4 really nice innings, but if he gets touched up through 4, I wouldn't be shocked either because it's his first big league outing back. So
sure. Mitch, real quick, what do you think?
Yeah, I get it. I'm kind of echoing that. I think he's just built different. Absolutely built different. He's almost like a new age freaking Nolan Ryan.
Whoa, that's way too much hyperbole.
No, don't fight me on this. No, don't fight me on this, because the way that he operates is completely different from anybody else.
I can name somebody on the rotation right now who behaves similarly. Cam Schlittler. Next story.
Tammy, yeah.
Next story. So let's look at our bullpen. We added a piece. I don't know anything about this guy. You guys were talking prior to the show. Got a little bit.
Giovanni Cruz.
The only thing I ask is, could there be a potential bigger role for this guy?
Maybe as a closer.
Maybe not even that, but just high leverage in general. Like a Brent Hedrick role, where he comes into the 7th inning as well.
Is he a strike thrower? That's my big question.
So, Giovanni Cruz, he gets called up last night, makes his debut. What makes him special is he can touch 99 consistently.
Okay.
Last night he was hitting 101, so there's a little more juice with his big league debut. He pitched 2 clean innings, No walks last night in his
Okay.
debut. I think that says a lot.
How many pitches did he throw?
So
Hold on.
Pitches, I don't know.
It doesn't give you that?
I don't have that.
Because I'm just wondering what his strike percentage was.
Yeah.
And if we don't have it, that's fine. If he didn't walk anybody, he threw a clean inning, that tells me against Toronto.
Yeah, a scrappy lineup.
At home, in a high leverage situation, that tells me he may have the mindset to do something. What was he doing in Scranton? Was he closing? Was he middle? What was he doing?
I believe he was closing because he's, of anyone in that Scranton bullpen, he's kind of like the top guy, especially when you're throwing
I agree.
at AAA, you're dotting 100
Okay.
on a nightly basis.
Well, you know what? Here at Horizontal Pinstripes, we have thrown out even whole closing, but going outside the organization and looking for guys. Maybe we have something here. We don't know. So the jury's out on this guy, but you know what? If he's a strike thrower, he's already ahead of the game in my book, and maybe he's got some ice water in his veins.
I mean, maybe he does, because he's been fighting for a major league role for 8 years, and he's got the stuff.
He's just 26 years old, too. It's not like he's over the hill.
Yeah, no, he's not over the hill, but he's been fighting for a long time. I think he's very
you know what?
hungry.
That's cool that he's got the chance.
By the way, I got you his whip for Scranton this year.
Yeah.
1.27.
Okay, that's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, it's actually pretty good.
So it might be a little something in there. Maybe they catch a lightning in the bottle with him. I'm not going to go out and go on the limb yet to say he could be a closer, but I think he could definitely rise within the ranks in the similar fashion Diedrich has done, and can serve a nice, purposeful role in the bullpen.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, we're coming up on it, and I'm hungry. And I know the Yankees are hungry to get more wins. So, Jake, why don't you take us out on this special end of week episode of Horizontal Pinstripes?
Yeah.
Real quick, let's go Rodon.
Yeah, let's go Rodon. I'm rooting for him. He pitches tonight, so let's see what happens. It's a scrappy Jays lineup. But yeah.
All right, so we're up on it. Jake, do your thing.
Yeah, guys, thank you for showing up, listening, viewing. Don't forget to like and subscribe since you're here after all. Comment, throw a comment in the section, whatever you're thinking. Tell us what you got. Any topics for us to discuss next episode. All that good stuff. Let us know how we're doing. With that being said, we will see you in about a week or so now, because not all of us are as lucky as Ron to go see Sting in concert.
Ah, yeah.
Anyway, Horizontal Pinstripes, out.
Happy Memorial Day. Take us out, Mama.
Let's go, Yankees.